New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Was Diddy really caught in a disturbing altercation with Cassie Ventura? A video that has just surfaced reveals a side of Diddy that might change how the world sees him. This is a 2016 surveillance video from the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, showing Sean Diddy Combs in a violent altercation with Cassie Ventura, his girlfriend at the time. The video, which has multiple angles, was recently released by CNN, showcasing Combs engaging in several acts of violence. Here's what happened. Ventura is seen leaving a hotel room and making her way to a set of elevators. Suddenly, Combs, clad only in a towel and socks, dashed out of her room and down the hallway. What comes next is disturbing. He catches up to Ventura, grabs her by the back of the neck, and violently throws her to the floor. While still managing to hold his towel closed, Combs doesn't stop there. He kicks Ventura, who is lying on the ground. After a brief moment, he picks up a purse and suitcase near the elevators. Just as you might hope it's over, Combs turns back and kicks Ventura again as she remains motionless. The entire scene between the two kicks spans about 4 seconds. As if that wasn't enough, Combs drags Ventura by her sweatshirt towards her room before finally walking away. Ventura, showing resilience, slowly stands up, gathers her belongings from the floor, and moves to pick up a phone near the elevators. But guess what? Combs returns, and a nearby mirror catches him showing Ventura once more. Just 2 days after a reported violence incident, Cassie Ventura and Sean Diddy Combs made a public appearance together at the premiere of The Perfect Match. Walking hand in hand, the duo seemed perfectly coordinated. Diddy was sharp in a black suit, while Ventura turned heads in a stunning neon green outfit. But what's not immediately apparent might surprise you. Despite their polished exterior, photographs later revealed that Ventura had several bruises on her legs. According to page 6, it looked like makeup was used to cover them up. Ventura, who later reached an undisclosed settlement with Combs, has chosen not to comment on this footage. Douglas H. Victor, the attorney representing Cassie Ventura, couldn't hide his surprise at the recently surfaced surveillance footage. He pointed out, "The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs." Despite the video's emergence, Sean Diddy Combs has maintained his denial of Ventura's allegations. CNN reached out for his side of the story, but is still waiting a response. Now, when CNN spoke to a representative from Intercontinental Hotels, where the incident reportedly occurred, they were told this hotel is no longer under IHG management, and we do not have any access to prior incident records or footage. Cassie Ventura, known for her hit Me and You, found herself tangled in a stormy relationship with Sean Diddy Combs from 2007 to 2018. In November 2023, Ventura shook the media with a federal lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of horrific acts of physical assault throughout the relationship. The allegations against Combs are grave and numerous. Ventura claimed that Combs not only beat her, but also forced her to have intimacy with other men and forced upon her at home in 2018. In response to these allegations, Combs' lawyer Aaron Dyer defended his client by insisting on his innocence and expressing his determination to clear his name. Combs himself also spoke out, denying all the allegations against him and condemning the claims as attempts by others to tarnish his character and legacy for financial gain. He stated that sickening allegations had been made against him by individuals seeking a quick payday, and made it absolutely clear that he had not committed any of the awful things being alleged. Let's rewind to the fateful evening in March 2016. Ventura described how Combs, heavily intoxicated, struck her in the face, leaving her with a black eye. As Combs fell asleep, Ventura attempted to slip away quietly, but upon waking, Combs pursued her into the hotel hallway, furiously yelling and hurling glass vases at her as she made a desperate dash for the elevator. Miraculously escaping in the elevator, Ventura fled to her apartment by cab. However, fearing Combs' anger would escalate if he discovered her escape, she returned to the hotel, hoping to defuse the situation by apologizing. But what happened next? Upon her return, hotel security, having witnessed the altercation through security footage, urgently advised her to leave for her own safety, suggesting she take a cab back to her apartment. Cassie Ventura leveraged New York's Adult Survivor Act to sue Combs. The law gave victims a one-time, 1-year window to file lawsuit against their alleged abusers even after the statute of limitations had expired. Throughout their relationship, which ended in 2019, Ventura describes a disturbing pattern of control and abuse. In her lawsuit, Ventura alleges that Combs extended control over nearly every aspect of her life, from her career trajectory to her personal medical records. She claims that the control extended to severe physical abuse, with incidents occurring multiple times a year. Additionally, Ventura accuses Combs of administering drugs to her in large quantities. The severity of the allegations escalates with Ventura's claims that Combs forced her into sexual acts with male escorts across various cities. According to her, Combs not only arranged these encounters but also observed and recorded them, a clear violation of her autonomy and consent. The fear of retaliation, she says, prevented her from reporting these mistreatments to the police, as she believed it would only lead to further harm. The most harrowing accusations comes from an incident in 2018, when Ventura says Combs forced his way into her apartment after a dinner and raped her despite her repeated refusals and attempts to push him away. Following this, she decided to end their relationship permanently. Supporting her claims, Ventura cites witnesses to the abuse, including her friend singer-songwriter Tiffany Red. Red shared her own experiences in an open letter to Combs, recounting a specific incident from Ventura's 29th birthday party in 2015. She claims that during the party, Combs and his security team abruptly removed Ventura because he had arranged for her to engage in unpleasant activities with others. Red's testimony corroborates Ventura's account of the abuse, emphasizing the consistency of her friend's horrifying experiences with her own observations. Ventura accused Combs of paying $50,000 for hallway security footage from the Intercontinental Century City. Immediately after the lawsuit surfaced, Benjamin Braffman, Combs' lawyer, jumped into action, dismissing the allegations as baseless and outrageous lies. He argues that the claims were an attempt to smear Combs' reputation for monetary gain. The lawsuit involving Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura was resolved swiftly, just one day after it hit the courts, with all the juicy details remaining a secret. Benjamin Braffman, Combs' attorney, was quick to clarify that the speedy settlement didn't mean Combs was admitting to any wrongdoing. Settling a lawsuit quickly doesn't mean you're guilty, he pointed out. Combs himself expressed his relief, noting that the resolution allowed him to maintain a sense of control over the situation. He added a touch of warmth by wishing Ventura and her family the best, signing off with love. On her side, Ventura also chose to settle amicably, focusing on maintaining some level of control over how things panned out. I appreciate the solid support from my family, fans, and legal team, she shared. More troubling accusations have surfaced against Sean Diddy Combs. Lisa Gardner claims that during an early 90s event by MCA Records, she and a friend met Combs and Aaron Hall. The night took a dark turn at an after-party at Hall's apartment, where Gardner alleges she was forced to having sex with Combs, and her friend was assaulted. But that wasn't the end of it. Gardner accuses Combs of coming to her house a few days later and attacking her again, driven by fear that her friend would spill the beans to his then-girlfriend. On the same day, Joy Dickerson Neal filed her complaint, recounting a 1991 date where she claims Combs drugged and assaulted her, even recording the ordeal and showing it to others. Despite eventually reporting the incident to police in New York and New Jersey, she believes potential witnesses were too scared of Combs' retaliation to back her story. A woman known as Jane Doe stepped forward, claiming that in 2003, when she was just 17, Combs, along with Harv Peer and another man, sexually assaulted her in Combs' Manhattan studio after flying her out and getting her intoxicated. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former producer for Combs, also took legal action, alleging sexual harassment and drugging by Combs himself. Jones claims that he witnessed and was subjected to a variety of illegal activities. These lawsuits have caused significant fallout. Combs has seen partners and brands distance themselves. He stepped down from his role at Revolt to avoid distractions there. What are your thoughts on these serious allegations against Diddy? Share your opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.